We are live. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Everyone that's tuned in at this time, I really appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So this game went kind of how we expected. I'm just glad we didn't get blown out. I'm glad it was like a tight, fun game. I'm actually surprised AD played. I didn't mind AD playing, but this is a game where it's like you have like 7 guys available because you just traded half your roster. So like you're probably not beating the Bucks. I mean, you can make an argument even like if we had our full roster, we probably might not beat the Bucks. So I understood sitting LeBron. Wouldn't have mind if they sat AD too and just kind of wrote it off as like it is what it is. But nonetheless, we played. Guys were solid. We had a solid all around game in my opinion. Nothing too crazy, but I liked that we competed at the end of the day. That's what I liked. But for the box scores, you had Troy Brown, 3 of 4 from 3, 4 of 9 from the field, 11 points. Anthony Davis with 23 and 16, 2 assists. He was 9 of 22 from the field, but overall, not a terrible game. And then you had Schroeder came in, 25 points, 12 assists. So he really filled it up. I really think Schroeder is going to be really nice off the bench for us as like that backup card. Like, he's had several games like this where it's just like, man, like, okay, Schroeder could be nice. But in general, like if he could give us production like he did today off the bench, then Russ not coming off the bench will be okay. Austin Reeves had himself a game at 18 points, 3 of 4 from the 3, 7 of 11 overall. Just a nice little solid game from him. Rui had 8 points, 6 rebounds. Had some really nice defensive plays. But again, in general, nothing surprising. Like it wasn't like, oh no, like I thought we were gonna win this game. But glad we competed. That's all we could ask for. And now Saturday, everybody should be ready to go. And we got an uphill battle to climb. We have an uphill battle. But I like the uphill battle. I am all for it. I'm excited for it. Let's make it happen. Let's go make the playoffs. I'd like to, if we could squeeze into the 6th seed, that'd be nice. But even if we squeeze into like the 7th to 8th spot to where we only have to win one playing game, I think we make the playoffs. And then once we're in the playoffs, who knows? Good luck. Good luck trying to beat us. I think we could beat either Denver or Memphis. I really genuinely do. If we end up playing one of those 2 teams in the first round, I think we could take both of them in the first round. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. And diving into the chat, starting us off, May coming in hot with the $10 super chat. I love it. Thank you so much, May. Seriously, you're awesome. For Laker Damas, that's right. I am the foreseer. And all the hard work he did for us. This was a great Laker community who really cares about their team. And what the effing day, man, with all the crap, way to come out on top. Seriously, this was great. Like, if this doesn't put fuel back into like the Laker flame and make you feel like yes, like this is what we needed, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this was just great. I mean, in all levels, Rob really outdid himself, did a great job. I'm really excited to see how this year continues, but it's not even just so much this year. You know what I mean? And that's something that I really want people to understand. It's not just about this year. It's about going forward as well. It's having that cohesiveness. Worst case scenario, let's say we don't make the playoffs. It would suck, but let's say worst case we don't. We have a full off season, or we have the rest of this season. We have a full off season, a full training camp, and a full preseason to get guys together and go on a run and try to bounce back. Teams did get better. I mean, we'll see what happens with Dallas. I'm still not really sold on Dallas. The Suns could be tough, but they're very thin and they don't have any defense. So that is something that I kind of on the fence with them for either. But I also don't think the Suns traded for Durant so much for this year. I think it was like, okay, we get Durant now. Then we can look at and see what do we need to put around our kind of 4 core guys, or maybe they trade Ayton to get those pieces. Maybe trade Ayton for a more defensive-minded backup center, and then go get another 3-and-D wing or something, right? Like, could they trade? Well, I was going to say Detroit, but Detroit just got Wiseman, so that might not make sense. Because I was going to say maybe Ayton, maybe work out some deal where you send Ayton for like Nerlens Noel and something in the offset. I don't know. We'll see. But outside of that, I think we're good this year. I think we make a run. I think we at least make the play-in, because like two of the teams in front of us just made tanking moves, right? Utah is not going to be as good as they once were. And OKC kind of sold off some pieces to like, hey, we're not winning this year. Let's do that. So I think that helps. And then Portland, I think we're better than Portland. Like Portland made some very questionable. I think Portland got worse in my opinion. Didn't really understand Portland's moves, but nonetheless, they made their moves. I think we at least get into the play-in. I think we, at the worst, we're the 10th, 9th. But my concern is with that is you have to win 2 straight games, and anything can happen. A team gets super hot, and all of a sudden that's it. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And thank you so much, May. I'm excited. I'm excited to, content change up the content a little bit, because we're so focused on the trade stuff going in. We got the buyout market. Probably do more live streams and stuff to kind of supplement that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Hope you guys all stick around. This is where Lakers are gonna miss Russ, because AD's mindset isn't like Russ. I mean, yes and no. I mean, look, I'd like AD to be a little more aggressive. I've been a huge Russ defender, right? But I'm glad we traded Russ. Although, I mean, how much of this was AD just kind of coasting? How much of this was like, look, we're probably not beating Milwaukee regardless. Like, I could probably go get 40 and we probably still won't win. And we didn't have size. He got in foul trouble early. Like, if he doesn't get in foul trouble, I think he gives us like 30 plus at least. So maybe it's a different game. But, this game went basically how we expected it to, in my opinion. But we'll see. Wasn't a bad game, honestly. Bucks are good. Much better flow without Russ and his ISO drive and kick. Hoping Bron is back next game with the new odds, and we can start making a run. I agree. We need to make a run. We got an uphill battle to climb without a doubt. But I think I hope, especially in that second unit, I hope the ball moves more. I hope now that it's not like, ISO drive and kick with Russ and, LeBron. I hope, okay, like, let's move. We got some shooters, got some size. Let's play a little more free-flowing offense, right? We have the pieces to play the offense that Ham wants to play, right? So Ham has all the tools now. He has everything. Like, so many people have been critical of Ham. I've defended him to an extent. I mean, he hasn't been perfect. He's had his flaws. He's had his issues, without a doubt. No doubt about that. But he also didn't have much of a cohesive team, right? Well, now he does. So how is he going to fit the rotation? How is he going to work this out? Who's going to start? Who's going to close? Who's going to be the gaps? This is something that he's really going to have to figure out. So I'm excited. I'm excited. AD definitely ain't healthy, man. His defense ain't there. His effort ain't there. Like I said, I don't know how. We'll see when everyone's put together. Saturday will be a good sort of test. But I wonder how much of it is just like, hey, I don't have LeBron. We're missing like 6 guys. Like, I'm not going to kill myself to do that. Like, I didn't even I appreciate the effort in taking the charge on Giannis earlier, but I was like, don't do that. Like, if he gets an easy layup dunk, let him get an easy layup dunk. And I know some people might look at that as like, oh, he didn't play defense, but he has the position. I'd rather him get an easy dunk than AD takes a charge and now he's out for the rest of the year. Like, don't do that. Just let him dunk on you. Take the L. Get back. Let's go. You're probably not winning this game regardless. So yeah, that was not great. If this is the type of AD we're getting, we're not going anywhere at all. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Rob only gave 1 first plus 2 seconds for young, athletic, sizable. Also kept 2023 cap space actually and cleared Jones from the sheets. D'Lo, free agent. Tyrese, yeah. No, this was really solid. And we ended up getting 2 seconds. Like, so in reality, we traded like 1 second. When you if you really look at it, like as the total package, I mean, this was great. It looks like they're gonna give D'Lo an extension. All of the talks and all the reports that are coming out is that D'Lo wants it, and so do the Lakers. They can give him a 2-year extension now, or they can wait till the offseason and give him a 4-year extension. My guess is they wait until the offseason, give him a 4-year extension. More years, probably less money, or at least I'd hope, because he's not going to get much money. Although if D'Lo wants the most money, then he probably takes the 2-year. So, it just, does he want the years or does he want the money? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I watched the warm-ups every game, and this was the first game all year the team was smiling and joking around, moving Russ, lift the pressure off his team. Yeah, I think that it's going to make a huge impact. I really do. But Tyler, you really need to tell AD to wake up because he ain't there. I don't know how it was an AD. I mean, look, like I said, let's see how he does when everybody comes back. Everything's good, things are flowing. Because again, I mean, how much of this? I don't really knock him or anybody for the Pelicans game. Like it wasn't, or not the Pelicans game, the Thunder game. This is why I wanted LeBron to break the record this game, is because I knew they were going to lose, because the focus wasn't about winning. It was about getting LeBron the scoring title. And that happened. And then LeBron, his emotions, everything like that, he basically might as well not even been there. He only scored 2 points the rest of the game and ended up sitting out the last, 8 minutes, whatever it was. So, AD, again, it's like him on an island by himself and nobody. We'll see. We'll see. But we definitely need him to be better than he was the last 2 games, for sure. Without a doubt. No question about it. I'm with you. Lakers for life. But, hopefully once everyone comes back, he'll be more aggressive. He'll be more assertive. And we'll see. All eyes are on AD now. No more poor effort games. Yeah. Everyone's got to pick it up. We got to make a run. We don't have time to mess around. This is where I miss Russ, though, because Russ would have helped way more than AD. Yeah, but we had to get rid of him. We had to. AD can't be depended on anymore, man. I don't know. I disagree. I think he can, but he's got to be reestablished. I mean, time will tell. We'll see. We'll see how it goes going forward. AD still giving us 20 plus 10 rebounds, but we need him to go back to that 40 point per game AD. But boy, did this team look so much better without Russ. The ball movement was more efficient. Can't wait for next game. But yeah, the ball was definitely more free. You saw it just flowing everywhere. Several guys had high assists. Guys are moving the ball. I liked it. We'll see. But we do. I mean, I don't think we necessarily need AD to be a 40 point per game a night guy, but can he get us 27 to 30 night in and night out? We need that. We need about 27 to 30, 14 boards, whatever, 12 to 14 boards, a couple blocks, help defense, all of that stuff. I want to wait to judge him before, once we get the team, everything's together, everything's normal, everything's set. Then then we'll judge him. We'll see how that goes. And it's also about getting him the ball, feeding him the ball. I read Ham is going to start Mo Bamba with 82. So our defense is about to be a problem. 80 will have to help instead of 1 versus 5. We got Vandy Rui off the bench. I'm curious to see if they actually do that. I mean, I can see certain matchups, but I mean, Ham said the same thing about Thomas Bryant, and that never happened. But maybe he looks at it as Mo Bamba, shot blocking wise is best. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think there's a lot of ways you go about that lineup. I still kind of like the, Russ, Reeves, or Walker, or whomever. And then Rui, LeBron, AD to start. And then I'd like to close with Vanderbilt on the court just for defensive purposes. Maybe then go Vanderbilt, AD, LeBron, Russ, and whoever's the hottest shooter that night, whoever's just shooting the lights out that night. it was nice seeing the guys without Bron and Russ out there. We get to see more of the guys' game. Dennis was awesome. Wish he would play like this every night. Yeah, I'm hoping that now that he's going to the bench, that that kind of brings him back. That kind of gets him more consistent because he doesn't have the starting pressure. He's going to get to run his own unit a lot more without LeBron and without Russ. So he'll get to be a little more free. So I'm hoping we get more games like this from him. I don't expect 20 and 12 every night, but and good at all right now. He cooked on defense. Anyone saw that tonight? I mean, you're also playing the Bucks with Giannis. It's hard to guard Giannis, especially when every time there's a whistle, he's fouled. And AD has to make up for so much, man. You got to keep that in mind too. AD has to make up for everything because we're so bad defensively. But now we got some defensive guys, so we'll see. Let's be real. Don't think anyone cared about tonight's game, but we competed with C- team. What a day. To all the haters who kept crying, give us both verse for Indy and Rob we trust. Preach it, say it, yell it from the rooftops. That is right. I mean, look, we could have traded all of our assets to get either Kyrie or Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, and instead we got more for less. Like a lot more for less. Like 3 times more for less. So I mean, this was a home run. Absolute home run. And yeah, this was a game. I mean, everybody. Like as soon as we saw all the trades, I don't think there was a single person that was like, "Oh yeah, we have a chance to beat the Bucks then." I mean, maybe if LeBron played, maybe we could have beaten the Bucks tonight. But like, why? Like I even said it earlier on the on the deadline stream. I was like, do we even play LeBron and AD? Just sit them. I wouldn't have mind even if they sat AD tonight. I would have been totally okay with it. What's up, my guy? Rob gets the cookie tonight. Yes, Carpe. First off, thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. Secondly, he does, man. He gets his flowers without a doubt. He killed it. He absolutely killed it tonight. I really like what we saw from him, and what he was able to get, what he was able to achieve, especially with just so few assets, man. He really turned water into wine, like literally. So I loved it. I love seeing that. But yeah, again, thank you so much, Carpe. Is it crazy to wonder if the Lakers offered AD for KD? I don't think they did. I mean, it's not crazy to think that would happen. I mean, I think anybody would do that. But personally, I don't think it happened. Maybe they had like a brief conversation, but I don't think there was ever like real consideration in it. Yes, get those likes up. Thank you so much, SM. Hit that subscribe button too. I'd greatly appreciate that. We're on the road to 10K. We're getting there. We're almost to 9K, which would be awesome. What are we at right now? Let's see. We are at. Oh, that didn't work. Come on. We are at 8867. So I need 33 more subs. Can I get 33 more subs? That would be lovely. So let's hit that subscribe button. Take a quick second. I'd greatly appreciate it. That would be wonderful. But yeah, back to the regular scheduled program. Salute everyone. Yes, salute. What is up, Bug Kicker? Appreciate you being here. Without Russ, we get to see the team actually play basketball, not wait for us to make a pass. Did you see the report that came out? Send him home if we could trade him. Yes, I did, and I'm glad we were able to trade him because much better to trade him and get everything that we got than what could have been where we just sent him home and got nothing, was left holding the bag. So I am very glad that we ended up pulling that off. All I want to say, Tyler, is if a superstar like AD is going to play like this and his effort is like this, he can leave. I get it. But like I said, I want to give him a fair opportunity. Let's see how it goes when everybody's back. It's not a LeBron trying to break the scoring record. It's not hey, we have 5 guys playing tonight. That kind of thing. So we'll see. Let's see. I suspect the Lakers lose the next couple games. This team is new to compete against these tougher teams. I don't know. I think because, look, we have the Warriors without Steph. See, the beauty is, too, that we have to keep in mind, most of these guys have played together, right? Like, that's the benefit, right? Like, Russ, Beasley, and Vanderbilt, they all played together with with Minnesota. So they have built-in chemistry. They know each other's game. They get it. And here's the thing too. It's a lot easier to integrate role players and rotation guys than it is another star, right? Like it might have been more challenging to get Kyrie to come in and figure out how does AD, LeBron, and Kyrie work. Although I do think it would have been a more natural fit because you would have had LeBron and Kyrie. But let's use like Zach LaVine. Like let's say we did get Zach LaVine instead of like all these role guys. It's a lot harder to get a guy who went from being the number one guy his entire career, who's used to taking 25 shots a game, to all of a sudden having to drop down to like 15 a game, right? Well, now we got role guys. We got D'Lo. D'Lo's been the fourth option. He's been the third option. He's been the second option. He's been the one option, right? So he's been on array. He can get cooking if he needs to. All of those things. You got role guys that are just going to come in, and all we're going to ask them to do is just play their role, right? We're not asking them to do anything different. What were you doing in Minnesota? What were you doing in Utah? Oh, that's what we need you to do here. Do those exact same things. So I think it'll be pretty quick. And LeBron's been in this situation before. Like LeBron has had full roster turnovers at the trade deadline and still was able to figure it out and get it. I mean, LeBron's the equalizer. You got AD. You have guys that have chemistry, just fitting the other guys in. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I think we'll be all right. Clearing up the point guard jam was so crucial. I agree. That was probably the biggest, like, A+. Hopefully AD can wake up because if we're asking LeBron to save us and we're doomed to respect to LeBron, but this should be AD's team this year, not LeBron's. I agree, it should. Before injury, he was looking like, all right, I'm that dude. So I agree. I think AD's fine. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what's going on with AD, but my theory is Lakers possibly approach Brooklyn with AD for KD swap. Even if they did, like, I don't think that's affecting him. I don't think that's going to affect him that much. I really think, like, what is it? It's it's the law. I can't think of the name. But basically, when something is as obvious as it seems, it usually is that. I really think that this is that straightforward. I think the OKC game was rather simple. They weren't trying to win the game. All of the focus and all the attention was on LeBron James getting the scoring record. It wasn't about anything else, right? It wasn't about the flow of the game. It wasn't about trying to beat OKC. It was about LeBron James getting the scoring title. Everyone took a backseat. Everyone let LeBron get 36 points in 3 quarters, right? Like, when was the last time LeBron got 36 points in 3 quarters? It just doesn't happen because LeBron's feeding the ball, right? He's scoring in bunches. Guys are rotating. Guys are moving. We're locking down. We're playing defense. It was about like, okay, we got the shot. Boom, LeBron got it. Okay, he's at 10 points. Okay, they got a made. Hurry up, run it up. Like, there was no sets. There was no nothing. They weren't trying to feed AD the ball. AD took like 9 shots that game or something like that. Like, that's all this was. Like, that game was about one thing and one thing only. And with AD, like, so many people were like, AD was upset about that. Yeah, because LeBron is his best friend. Like, we already know. Like, the reports have came out. AD was upset because he wanted to be on the court with LeBron James when he broke the record, and Darvin Ham made him sit. I think it was as simple as that. I really do. I don't think it was some big thing. I think it was just that. It was straightforward. Occam's razor. I think that's what it is, right? Is like, yeah, when something that seems like it is, that's what it is. And then this game, I think it was just, hey, we have like 5 guys playing. Like, I'm not going to kill myself to do it. I would have rather them just sit AD altogether. I really don't think it's anything to look forward to. Like, let's wait. Let's see how AD looks with all the other pieces. If next game he puts up 30 and 15, everyone's going to be like, oh, look, he's back. There it is. Like, no, see, look, yeah, there's the AD we need, like, my thing is just, let's be patient. Like, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it works. AD showed earlier before injury that he can be that guy that we need him to be. I think we'll be all right. But time will tell. Cali Boy coming in out $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. The Lakers were competitive tonight because Ham was forced to rotate tonight. Let's hope he doesn't get amnesia once he gets a full team. Cali Boy, beautifully put. Look, I have been defensive of Darvin Ham, not like heavily, like look, the guy's made a lot of mistakes. The guy hasn't had the best rotations. The guy hasn't been perfect, right? He's definitely with his flaws, no doubt about it. But to his defense, it's not like we had this well-rounded, complete roster. Like, all of our best players were all guards and they were all like 6 feet, right? And so now he has a real team with real rotations, with real size, with real everything. We actually have like a 12 to 15 deep or 14 player deep team. Like, you can make an argument for almost every guy on this team to play and make a run. Now, he needs to just round out the rotation. He needs to also figure out what is going to be that playoff rotation, because come the playoffs, you're probably only playing like 8 to 9 guys at the most. So I think he actually has a team now. He's going to have to coach. He's going to have the rotations. He finally has a team that can run and play the offense he wanted to play. Darvin Ham wanted to run the Milwaukee Buck offense, right? We couldn't do that. You can't run 4 out, 1 in when you don't have 4 outs. Like, it just doesn't happen, right? And so now he has that. He has that structure. He has bigs that can shoot, right? He has everything he needs to have success. So we have a very good, talented, deep, young roster. If I don't want to, I'm going to say this, but I don't mean that so much for this year just because we're so far behind. But if LeBron and AD can't win with this roster, again, not so much this year because we have a lot of catching up to do, but in the next like 2 to 3 years, if LeBron and AD can't win a championship with this roster, I don't know what to tell you. We have more than enough talent, more than enough rotation guys. We have Darvin Ham, has the system, has the know-how, has the defense prowess. He's a coach, a player's coach. We have all the pieces to have success. LeBron's still playing at an elite level. AD has shown that he can play at an elite level. Like, there's no more excuses. Like, we have a very big uphill battle to climb. So that's why I don't want to put that on them this year. But in going forward, we should be in a good place, But anyway, again, Cali Boy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Should I have traded AD for Kyrie, at least on the court? He is way more dependable and just a better player in general. Kyrie, that makes no sense to me. And I mean, Kyrie misses as many games as AD does. Look, I love Kyrie, and I wanted him to come. AD is our one mismatch against every team in the league. Like, I don't think people understand how valuable AD is. If you take AD off this team, we're probably the worst defensive team in the league. We have no advantage over all the top teams. AD, we go as far as Anthony Davis takes us. If you traded AD for Kyrie, we probably have no shot of making the play. Like, none. We're probably getting ran through. We're probably blowing it up next. It's a disaster. Like, people need to understand how much AD impacts this game. He is our one mismatch. Like, when he's playing and he's on and he's about it, he is everything. The Suns, what advantage do we have over the Suns if we don't have AD? None. The Suns probably run through us. Anthony Davis is huge. He is a huge factor. Is it me, or does it look like AD is trying to play safe? That's my point. Because why? Why is he trying to? Why is he trying to kill himself right now? Like, he just got back. You immediately go into the LeBron James thing. I mean, his first game or 2 games back, he had a very good game. It's just been the last 2 games, and people are like, AD sucks again, and it's like, oh no, we suck again. It's like, no, the first game was, again, very straightforward. This game, it's been, again, straightforward. We have nobody. What, AD is going to kill himself, go for 45, risk getting hurt for a game that you're probably not going to win regardless? Like, no. And teams, like Impale Fox says, teams are honing in on AD. AD has to be better, simple as that, because what we saw tonight is pathetic. AD will be better. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. Even though we lost, I felt like we played pretty good. We did. We were competitive. That's all you could ask for, right? I mean, we had 7 guys. All you could ask for is competitiveness. AD needed to be a monster game. We haven't seen that in a long time. I know he's been injured, but he's back now for some time now. Yeah. He'll get back in the flow of things. We'll see how it goes. Foul trouble hurt AD, but Bucks are good at drawing charges. Yes. Anyways, let's go Lakers. Yeah, facts. Like the stream for good luck. Yes. Take a quick second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate it. On the road to 9K. But other than that, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I feel so too. I agree with you, buddy. Let's see. When the guards play well, AD isn't going to get a bunch of shots. Yes. Yeah, because they're lighting it up. Maybe I'm being hard on AD, but we can't ask LeBron to carry us anymore because he can't. Look, I agree. You can't have LeBron James. You can't expect LeBron James to carry you the rest of the season. I'm with you 100% in that regard. But like I said, let everyone come in. Let's see how it goes. Dennis AR and Lonnie are nice. Yeah. See, a big question. I want to make a video about this probably tomorrow. Did they not trade Lonnie because he told them he would stay? Like, that's a real question. Because there was a lot of talks about them trading Lonnie Walker because it makes sense. You're probably not going to keep him. He's probably leaving in the offseason. The most we can pay him is $7.7 million. But does Lonnie do what Bobby Portis did and just say, "Hey, no, I want to be here. This is the place I want to be. I'll take less money to stay." That could be something. Although I think it's going to come down to how many minutes does he play going forward. Because because we have a lot of you got Beasley now, you got Reeves, you got our forward spots are locked up, so you can't play Lonnie at the 3 anymore. So does Lonnie out? Does he play over Reeves and? He'll play over Christie, but does he play over Reeves and Beasley? Probably not. So if he's getting 5 minutes a game, does he go, I don't want to be here for that. I'm not going to take less money and only play 5 minutes a game. Just stop. Love Lonnie, but I hope he is last in rotation. He can score, but he gets bullied on D. Yeah, I really think he is. I think he's going to end up being third guy. 80 Afro needs to be banned from the Lakers. We 0-3 when he has the throw. Will LeBron be healthy on Saturday? I think so. I think Saturday will be the first game where everyone's back. I completely understand resting LeBron today. Why? Why play him? AD forced too many shots. Yeah, he did today. But like I said, I think he was just kind of coasting. If AD went off, Lakers would have won. Maybe. But also, if AD starts going off, does Milwaukee lock down more? Do they start trapping him more? Do they start double teaming him more? So it's something else. Let's just smoke it. Yeah. 22 shots is a bunch of shots. If AD had the same haircut, have to win next game, I agree. All right, y'all, they're impossible. Facts, right? Get rid of that ASAP. Can you talk about who you think our starting and closing 5 will be? LeBron James, AD, and D'Lo are obviously the locks, but shooting guard got Reeves, Walker, Beasley, Troy Brown Jr. Front court could be Rui, or JV, and even Bamba. So my guess is, yes, I do agree. I think it's LeBron James, AD, D'Lo, and then I think they go Rui, and then I think they either go Reeves or Lonnie. I think Reeves or Lonnie will be the two that compete for that starting spot. And then I think it'll be Dennis Schroeder, Beasley, Vanderbilt, probably Gabriel, and Mo Bamba will probably be the 5 off the bench. And I think our closing lineup very likely will be, I think they swap Rui with Vanderbilt. So I think our starting 5 will be D'Lo, LeBron, AD. I think they go Vanderbilt for defense. And then whoever's shooting the best between Reeves, Beasley, and everything like that. And I think that that's a really well-balanced. Even if you do close with Reeves, if you have D'Lo, Reeves, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and AD, you have enough defense and you have enough shooting, and you have, that's a really well-balanced roster. I don't know what's wrong with AD. Giannis dominated AD. I mean, Giannis dominates everybody, but again, AD is just coasting. Russ going to the Clippers. Dude, I absolutely, like, undoubtedly believe Russ is going to the Clippers. Like 100%. Because all of the Clippers trades make no sense unless they know he's coming to the Clippers. Because they traded Reggie Jackson and John Wall. They needed a point guard, and now they have none. Not only that, but they addressed every single need. They got their backup big in Plumlee. They got 2 more shooters, which I kind of feel was redundant. But if you get Russ, it makes a lot more sense because now you can spread the floor with Russ, and now Russ can get to the hoop and stuff like that. In my opinion, the Clippers did everything this trade deadline to show, oh, Russell Westbrook's coming. They're getting Russell Westbrook. Let's see what else. What did Max Christie do in 12 minutes? Absolutely nothing. He didn't. He didn't have the best game, but he's also a 19-year-old rookie. Like he's gonna have his lumps. Yeah, I don't really get that. I didn't like all those reports and stuff. Like, dude, the guy, he's gone. He's left. Just leave it. Just let it be. You know, like why all these reports now? You know, like you could have easily you traded him. It's done. It's over. He wasn't a fit. We all knew that. Leave it alone. Max is 19 or 20 years old. Give the kids some time. Exactly. That's my point. Like everyone just wants like these 19-year-old rookies to be Michael Jordan as soon as kids are gonna have bad games. The dude is 19. He's been one of our most standout players all year. The guy's been everything. We got beat by a very good team. It happens. Y'all want to blame AD? Like, bro, yeah. And we were short-staffed, and all of that. You guys can't trade anyone, so better have a cup of water. Yes, we got the father-son duo. The Russ comments wasn't necessary. Exactly. Like, why? Like, who cares? Like, let him go. He is. He's getting undeserved hate. Like, you traded the guy. Like, why are you attacking his character? Why are you keep that stuff in house? Like, I'd be pissed. Like if I was Lakers ownership, like I'd be like, that's not what we stand for here. But like, I'm not having that. Like, who leaked that? Find that person, get rid of him. I would come out, I'd give a public apology. I'd be like, hey, Russ, I'm sorry. I don't know who said that. It wasn't us. It wasn't the front office. It wasn't management. Look, whatever happened, happened. I wish you the best. Like, it's just such a bad look. It just makes you look petty. It makes you look terrible. You think other stars are looking at that and going, oh, man, I can't wait to go to the Lakers? Like, no, all you're doing is jeopardizing your future. They don't want to blame Bron and AD for missing a combined 90-plus games with Russ here. Exactly. I mean, Russ, at least, however you feel about him, at least he showed up. Let Max hit puberty before y'all criticize him. Damn, right. I know. It's like, damn, give the kid a break. Like, he had a bad game. I get it. But he's not, he's not Kobe. He's not Kobe in his prime. Like, relax. I just think people want to find somebody to be like, this guy sucks. Like, I think that's really how I feel sometimes. With the Suns, in my opinion, the NBA isn't a superstar league anymore. Anyone can go 5-9 from 3 and drop 22 is just as important. So many ballers today, superstars doesn't trump a few sharpshooters. Yeah, I'm really not sold on the Suns. I think on paper they're the best team in the league. Like if you just look at on paper, they have arguably the best 4 guys, but that's it. They need to get some pieces. Russ was not a seamless fit. It is what it is. He wasn't. Not at all. Not at all. I can't root for Russ if he goes to Clippers. That's the opposite. Yeah. If Russ goes to Clippers, sorry, Russ. No more defending. And Brian Windhorst is Clutch Sports. He acted like he was a part of the Lakers today. Yeah. Wasn't it Brian Windhorst that was like, oh, expect Kyrie to go to the Suns in the offseason? Like that dude just wants Kyrie to go everywhere. It's funny. Yeah, I'll root for Russ, but not on the Clippers. He goes to the Clippers. Sorry, Russ. No more defenses for you. Russ plays hard. Good locker room guy. but our ceiling was capped. We saw how good we were going to be with them. Yeah, exactly. You know, it was fun while it lasted, but it didn't work out. Sometimes things work, sometimes don't. If Russ goes to the Clippers, I can't root for the Lakers. I can't root for him. Lakers over anything. Sorry, Tyler, but it is. Oh no, I'm with you 100%. I'm not thinking if he goes to the Clippers, that's it. I hope they come for you every night. If he goes to the Clippers, both of my teams will be in LA. I'm fine with me. How can AD be more aggressive than this with all the fouls? Yeah, they were calling him for everything. Russ for a minimum is a steal, absolutely, without a doubt. I hope Ham uses D'Lo the right way and not the way Mini was using him. D'Lo is that guy for real. I think so too. I think you let D'Lo cook. Let D'Lo go be that dude. At this point, I think Ham will be the new scapegoat, so his lineups will be under serious question if we lose because we can't blame our talent anymore. I think Ham is the one that gets blamed for 90% of everything. Even if his rotations are great, even if he coaches great every game, people need somebody to blame. That's just what it is. People can't just look at it as like, oh, this was just a bad game. You know, guys didn't play well. It was a rough game. People always want to find that one person that it's his fault, right? So, AD haven't been the same since returning from injury. Yeah, I mean it probably did. I mean the guy sat out 6 weeks. Like that's something else too that we should keep in account. Like you don't try not to do something for 6 weeks and see how quickly you can pick it back up. It's like everything's awkward, especially when you're talking sports. We're gonna become more of a half court team, which we need. We were terrible in the half court. Terrible. Yeah, right. I always root for John Wall, but when he joined the Clippers, he immediately became the enemy. I'm glad I can root for him again, though. And selfishly, I hope he ends up on the Lakers. I don't, because if he goes to the Lakers, Darvin Ham's probably going to play him 40 minutes. I think, man, dude, they did John Wall dirty, though. They sent him back to he had that whole thing where he talked about how miserable he was on the Rockets and how they treated him and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And they immediately sent him back to I mean, it's just, you can't make this stuff up. It writes itself. Maybe Lakers should have traded him for LaVine and Vucevic as rumored. No, I like what we got. I prefer what we got over LaVine and Vu. If Ham goes, let's get Udoka. He's a true D coach. I wouldn't mind him. He's got to stop sleeping with girls at his job, though. Like, that dude, man. Clippers got worse. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. Dude, the Bulls and the Blazers without a doubt lost this trade deadline. And you could make an argument that the Raptors did too. Like, they should have been sellers. They probably would have got a great return. Dude, the Clippers probably would have given them whatever they wanted for Fred VanVleet. Why? Like, trade him. Like, go trade him to the Clippers. Get all your assets. Like, it made, I don't know. There were a couple teams that made no sense. The Blazers moves made 0 sense to me. 0. Like, those were like rebuild moves. Like, I wonder if they're going to trade Damian Lillard in the offseason. Seriously. Like, I really wonder if that's something that they do because it makes zero, like, their moves made 0 sense. You didn't get any, like, you have Damian Lillard, Grant, you have, well, I'm blanking on the center, but, like, yeah, Nurkic, you have all these guys that are actually pretty good. And instead of trying to upgrade and get better, you got worse and got, like, draft picks? Like, what? That's in-house talent that could be good for the next few years. I think they will. They were really, like, adamant about that. Suns won't make the Western Conference Finals. No defense. Losing Bridges and Crowder was huge. Yeah, I don't think they make the Western Conference Finals either. I mean, maybe certain matchups, but I think if everyone's healthy, everything's good. Yeah. Great point, Tyler, about the OKC game. Yeah. I mean, that's literally what it was. Like, no, like, the focus wasn't, hey, let's go out and win. The focus was, I'm going to go get this scoring title, and everyone let him get it. Every single playoff series is going to be wild. I can't wait for the playoffs. What do you think? Who do you think won the trade? I thought Lakers, but after Phoenix get KD, I don't know your thoughts. I mean, anytime a team gets Kevin Durant, at the trade deadline, it's fair to say that they probably won it. But I think as an overall package, the Lakers hands down won the trade deadline. Like nobody got the quality pieces, the roster turnaround, the future. Like if Phoenix deal is going to be a hindsight deal. It's going to be a hindsight move because it's like they basically just jeopardized their entire future. If they don't win a championship, they're screwed. Like Phoenix made an all-in right now move, like within the next like 3 years. If they don't win in the next 3 years, they're toast. That's it. Like they're screwed. They have like no tradable assets for the next like 10 years. We could have every single team in our division plus the Kings in the playoffs. Yeah. Literally. Whoever had seats behind LeBron tonight missed the entire game. The fact that you were paid attention. Got the best player available, but we won the deadline. I think so too. I actually think adding Crowder really makes the Bucks super dangerous. I think Crowder was a great pickup for them. Made a lot of sense. Eric Gordon is older than LeBron. Plumlee is mid. Bones is solid, but I don't know. I think the Clippers got worse. That's just my opinion. I mean, they got a bunch of like redundant players. Like Eric Gordon and Bones is just basically Norman Powell 2.0. Like I get the moves if you're getting Russ, because then you could have Eric Gordon, Powell, Bones. Like Bones is kind of like the Lou Williams guy now, so I get that. I like the moves to me by the Clippers weren't like they didn't like jump out to me. Like I didn't look at the Clippers moves and went, man, like that's scary. I didn't. If AD goes, we now have a core and now just need another superstar. Yeah, I mean, like if all is said and done, in what is it, 2 years or whatever, if LeBron leaves and AD's like, hey, I want out, trade AD, get whatever assets and pieces that you can, and now you got a core to just go get more stars. I like where we're at. Yeah, I mean, this was definitely a move for not just this year, but going forward. Some dude paid $92K for a ticket, I read. Really? For today's game? Yeah, because a lot of people thought he was going to break the record here. So they were selling tickets early. Here we go. Why would we trade AD? We're not. But I think they're talking about like in the after this run with LeBron and everything. Let's see. All right. If Ham's rotations are sus after these new players, we know who the problem. Yeah, he's got to have better rotations than that. There was a lineup with AD, Gabriel, and Rui. Man, we looked massive. Pause. Looked like our championship squad. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I want more of those. I liked seeing Rui, AD, and Gabriel. Imagine Bron being your favorite player, spending $92K, thinking it would be a record night, and all you got was a speech. I'd be swinging on somebody's facts. I'd be mad as I'd be asking for a Reva. LeBron's son was looking like, put me in here. AD is an elite defender. No question about that. He is. AD, Giannis, Trey, the best defenders in the league. I think so. Maybe I'm getting my hopes up, but we got 5 shooters with over 35% 3 now, and 3 defensive player of the year type defenders. I really think this new team can win the West. It's a battle with Phoenix. So, yeah. Look, if we can get into the playoffs, sky's the limit. Like, literally. Sky's the limit. Never would have thought that we would come out that pretty. Seriously, much respect. Yeah, seriously. It was incredible. At this point, just start the Lakers season over, man. We can't win. Look, I mean, this is like nobody should expect it to win this game. This was a game that you knew we were going to lose. Not concerned with the roster. I'm concerned with Darvin Ham's rotation when we're healthy. On paper, it's fire though. Yeah, he's got to get the rotations right. Glad we got Vanderbilt and Beasley. Agreed. I do think Jeannie saved Rob on not confirming the Pacers trade. Because now we got better and more players. I mean, yes. I mean, in hindsight, granted, you can make an argument that like if we would have done that trade, maybe we're not in the position that we're in now. but we definitely wouldn't have made all these moves. So it's always one of those things. Like if it did, like if we didn't make all these moves, then in hindsight it would have looked like, oh, you're an idiot. But because Rob was able to pull all this stuff off, it looked like, okay, like he was the hero. um, what do you think the lineups will be now? I think very likely it's going to be. I think you got Russ, Rui, LeBron, AD. I think those four, and then the shooting guard will either be like Reeves or Lonnie. Maybe they start Beasley in some cases, but I think they'll want Beasley off the bench for shooting. And then I think you have Schroeder, Beasley, Vanderbilt, maybe Gabriel, and Mo Bamba. That wouldn't be bad at all. And then there's our 10. And then I would close with Vanderbilt over Rui. I love Rui, but Vanderbilt gives us that defense. You start whoever's has the hottest hand that night, you start at shooting guard. And then you have Vanderbilt, AD, LeBron as your front court, and then Russ and whoever, Reeves or whoever as your backcourt. Lakers said Russ was a vampire in the locker room. What does that mean, Trevor? Yeah, I don't like that. He was just draining the life out of everybody. Just killing the vibe. My bad. I mean, Tyler, it's all right. We're both white. We look the same. I get it. Just, but no. I think it's just a combination of one of those things. Like I just think it's just I don't like the report period, but I think it's just he was draining. Things were getting rough. Things were getting tense. I think that's all it was. If Russ goes to Clippers, that seriously will be a match made in heaven because he would be the only one that passes first. Russ will feast with the Clippers. I think so too. I think he'd be a really good fit for the Clippers. I don't know how like Russ, Kawhi, and Paul George will work, but I definitely think that that he'll be a lot better there. Let's see. 80 and Cat got similar play styles. Ant-Man is shooting guard. Is the shooting guard versus LeBron. Yeah. D'Lo shoots 40% for three. Yeah, he's doing great. That report about Lakers saying that Russ is probably false. Coach Ham said Russ was great and did everything asked of him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but Ham's gonna give the PC answer. Like, I believe the reports. I just think it's petty, in my opinion. I just think like, why? What's the point of doing that? You and Trevor are the only two people I watch Lakers related. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. Like I said, I'm just teasing you. Don't worry about it. I'm just messing. Russ will not get paid. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get afforded. I think somebody will pay him like 10 to 15 million though. I really do. D'Lo is ball dominant like Russ, but he can hit the jumper way better. So even out more than Russ. Yeah. 80 and Russ best friends. It makes sense why AD was so out of it last game and now BFFs, bro. BFFs forever. Who do you think we sign with our open roster spot? Got an eye on any potential buyouts? Well, we know Terrence Ross. I was saying that earlier. I would love Terrence Ross to get bought out. I think he'd be nice. What's his name got bought out? Will Barton. I wouldn't mind Will Barton getting bought out. Or he already did get bought out, or he is getting bought out. One of the two, but I wouldn't mind him. Sizable, like 3-and-D guy. He averaged like 14 points a game for Denver last year. I don't know. I really got to look through everything. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that in the next like day or so. Kind of like look through the landscape and see like what guys are potentially available and what guys could we get in a potential buyout. Because it could be nice. Like I wouldn't even mind Reggie Jackson. Like if Reggie Jackson, like as just like a scorer, like off the bench. But I saw Sammy. I saw it. Yeah, I know. It's crazy that that they got that. I think Will Barton goes to. I think Will Barton goes to the Suns too. Yeah, good. Yeah, seriously. John Wall, please no. Please no, John Wall. AD and Russ are best friends, not Bron and AD. That's where the media gets it wrong at. they're just at it. It's just it's a Wolverine meme where he's like looking at the picture. It's just AD with Russ. Let's see. If Russ was playing next to some more shooters with Bron and AD, it would have been better. His contract just stopped that. Yeah, agreed. If see, here we go. The team was fine when all three stars played. Bron and AD didn't play well enough. Got to be better. Oh yeah, immediately. AD going through mental problems like Benzema. I don't think so. I don't think that's what it is at all. Like I said, I think it's pretty straightforward. I really do. We'll see, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, time will tell. Time will tell. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, we'll see. Like I said, he's finally got a roster now, so time to make some rotation. Now Kawhi and Russ will be interesting. Yeah, seriously. Ham does not have the no out, Tyler. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Suns are not scary to me. Ayton is going to get less touches now. TJ Warren and Torrey Craig have to guard LeBron and Rui. CP3 will be in foul trouble guarding Dennis and D'Lo. They are beatable. Oh, no, they're absolutely beatable. On paper, though, they look nice. But I think we'll be all right. I'm not really too concerned with it at all. But, yeah, I mean, time will tell. All right. What is this? We got... Where'd he go? Carpe coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thoughts on Reed? We gave 3 seconds for him. No, we got 3 seconds for him. We got seconds for him. He was just salary filler. But he's a guy that could be that. I mean, he's a solid guy. I mean, good rotation guy. Decent defensively. Shoots like 38% from three. He's not a guy that's really going to stand out, though. He only plays like a handful of minutes. He was basically out of the rotation for Denver, which, I mean, makes sense. Denver's got a bunch of guys now this year that play his position. I mean, he's a guy that can play rotation spot, play minutes here and there, plug in. You know, you need a little more shooting on the court one night. He can come in and kind of provide that. I think it's a solid pickup. And I mean, he was just kind of an add-in. He was kind of a throw. It wasn't anything like wasn't anything big. So yeah. Let's see. I am not a huge AD guy, but I have to give him credit for four-season play with the Pelicans. Dude turned into a monster. Yeah, I expect him to step up come playoffs. Did you know Cole Swider was labeled the best shooter in his high school draft? Yes, draft class. Yes, he was labeled the best shooter coming out of this draft, which was why a lot of people were like shocked that he didn't get drafted. Seriously, still glass, but incredible. Yeah, we need AD with the braids and Brown with the headband. Facts. The two players I've seen destroy Golden State in the playoffs are Braun and Cleveland, and the Pelicans AD. Yeah, facts. So what I'm saying, look, if we make the playoffs and LeBron isn't headband LeBron and AD isn't braid AD, do we like all unanimously not go to the playoffs? Do we just say like no, we boycott watching the playoffs? With actual shooters, we can run a Braun AD pick and roll all game. We saw a lot of pick and roll tonight. Braun and AD are masters with Russ and Malik on the wings. Peter, I'm ready. Yeah, agreed. Not worried about Minnesota, New Orleans. Might be a season away. Clippers didn't improve too much. Mavs can't defend. Nuggets are beatable. I like our chance against anyone. I do too. I'm with you, undoubtedly. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Didn't watch the game because a loss was almost guaranteed. I get it, Speedy. I get it 100%. Hope all is well with you, too. Beasley likes to say, who's your daddy when he scores on dudes. There might one person on that team who really won't appreciate that. Does he really? Does he really like to say that? That's great. In practices, he's just going to be scoring on him. Like, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Let's see. None needs more burn. I mean, he was all right. Dang, Jeannie got to pay all these players. It's all right. Like, I mean, she has said in the past, if it's a team that they believe in, she'll pay the money. She said she just doesn't want to be over the tax for a team that just can't compete and can't contend. Like, she doesn't want to just pay money to just pay. She doesn't want to just burn money, essentially. But if this team is good, she said that she'll pay for it. So I think it'll be all right. And a lot of those guys aren't going to cost as much as people think. Campbell coming in out with the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Flowers to you, dude. You called D'Lo, Vanderbilt, and Beasley to the Lakers. Would be funny if Russ goes to the Clips and we take Reggie in a buyout. I would not mind Reggie in a buyout at all. Yeah, I had a pretty good trade deadline thing. Like guesses on like what I thought would end up coming, but in general, I'm just glad we made moves. I'm glad we got better. I said it over and over again. The only thing that I care about is the Lakers get better. That is it. All I want is just the Lakers to be in a position to where they can actually compete and they can actually contend, and we are in a position to maybe win something. So I love it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Campbell, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Excited to get in the offseason. This sets up all kinds of potential moves for the offseason even. We're in a good spot. We're in a really good spot. I love it. I love it. But again, thank you so much, Campbell. Sign Nick Young, that would make me happy. I'm asking for a trade, LOL. Dude, breed Swaggy back. That would be everything. Van should start like he's Rodman. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind if they started Van. I think you start Rui, get the offense going, and then you work it out from there, and then you close with the defensive lineup, with the shooters and scorers. It's just kind of my thinking, but I wouldn't mind it either way. And then SCR, thank you so much coming in hot with the $1 super chat. I really appreciate that. Did you have? Yeah, let me see there. Oh, you did have a comment. Do you think the Lakers schedule is too tough for them to make the playoffs? I do not. I mean, their last like 15 games or whatever are all very winnable. Like their last like 20 games, to be honest, are very winnable. Like we could easily go over this next stretch. We could easily go like, I don't know, like 15-10, something like that. Which would get us around 40 wins, which would probably get us to like the 7th or 8th seed. So like, yeah, let's do this. I did this live stream, was it yesterday or something like that? But I think this is a good point of topic in general. Let's see, where's it at? Here we go. Schedule wise, so in the month of February, still we have the Warriors without Steph, which I think we could beat. The Blazers, I think we could beat. The Pelicans, I think we could beat. The Warriors again without Steph, which I think we could beat. The Mavericks don't play any defense now, so I think we could beat. And then the Grizzlies might be tough. So we could win 5 out of our next 6 games. Then we play the Thunder, which I think we could beat. The Timberwolves, I think we could beat, especially with D'Lo. He's going to want to ball out that game. Warriors, very likely again without Steph. Grizzlies, again, might be tough, but I don't think we lose to them twice back-to-back. The Raptors, we can beat. The Knicks, we could beat. Pelicans, I think we could beat again. The Rockets, the Mavericks, the Magic. The Suns are going to be tough. The Thunder again. The Bulls, which I think we could actually win both those games. The Timberwolves again. Rockets, Jazz, Clippers, Suns, Jazz. Jazz, we should beat twice. Rockets, we should beat. So, I mean, even just the month of April, we got the Rockets, Jazz twice, Suns and Clippers. Suns and Clippers are going to be tough to beat. But we should win at least 3 out of those 5 games. We beat the Bulls at least once. I think we beat them twice. We still have a pretty reasonable schedule. And, of course, you're going to have a game here and there that you probably wouldn't have won, but you ended up winning. You probably have a game here and there that you would have won, but you lost. But I think in general, I think we'll be all right. I really do. I think we'll be all right. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, I'm going to power through a couple more questions, and then I'm going to get on out of here. It's been a long day. Tired. Did like a 3-hour live stream earlier. Posted all these videos and stuff. I want a little break. That is all, yeah. Max and Christie will be something in a few years. I'll let them grow. Giannis took 3 years before he started getting getting decent. Yeah, agreed. He'd be great. Everything takes time. These guys are young. Everyone takes time. All of Swaggy secrets would be all on Twitter. Yeah, facts. Russell Westbrook will sign with between Golden State or Dallas. I think he goes to the Clippers. We'll take Russ. We'll take Russ in Chicago since y'all don't want him. Ao and Roger ain't getting the job done. I think he would. I think that's another spot he would fit in. Chicago, I think, makes a lot of sense. Russ and Vu would work well. I don't want to see Russ in red. Is 25 and 31 worse than last year at this time? I believe so. But you also got to remember, we had an easier schedule last year. We had one of the easiest schedules in the league, especially starting. It was super easy. Will Barton and Terrence Ross are getting bought out. Can the Lakers get one of them? I would love either of them. I kind of lean more towards Terrence Ross. I think Terrence Ross can heat up more in a vacuum, and I think he'd be good. But Will Barton, solid, and Terrence Ross is younger. Pat Bev was tweeting too much and got traded. Thanks. It is crazy. That's hilarious to me. Yes, Reggie Jackson, Russ, John Wall. All right, let's do a couple more, and then I'm going to get out of here. The Raptors did fool everybody. I don't think people are talking about this enough until Draymond brought it up in his show today. LeBron and the Lakers like playing fast, but D'Lo is a slow-paced player. He plays at his own pace. It's all right. It'll be fun because he'll be really good in the half court. And we still have young run and gun guys to where we can run and gun if we need to. And LeBron's a one-man fast break. We'll be good there. What D'Lo does is it allows us to operate in the half court, which we didn't have prior. So he's really going to help. Pretty much. Yeah, essentially. Yes, Thomas Bryant requested a trade. Hey, the Jazz going to have like 60 million cap space next season. Yes, they're going to be crazy. Wiseman is nice, but Golden State never utilized big men. It's just not in their game. Yeah, it just didn't fit. It's not the type of play. Nobody wanted to trade with the Raptors, and they're too high asking price. Yeah, their asking price were insane for guys. That's a nice move. Pistons, that kid needs to play. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a good move. But they got a lot of big men. I think Dallas and Phoenix won the trade season. I don't think I'm really not sold on Dallas. I mean, time will tell, but I don't know how Kyrie and Luka are gonna fare. But we'll see. We will see. Need someone like Olynyk. I think so. I think Olynyk would be nice on that team. Plus, he's a good passer, true 7-footer. Like, yeah. That's a miss. Yeah, I agree. Dame not gonna let Cam cook. Unfortunately, he'll be another Simmons. I still think they need to just trade him. Yeah, Portland has to cut ties with Dame if they're serious. I really do. I think it's just not working. It hasn't worked. Send him somewhere else. Let him go elsewhere. Probably get a great return for him. Yes, they should. He is nice. I think Will Barton goes to Suns. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. Ooh, what happened? Reggie's gonna go to the Suns. He might. I would have like that. I mean, look, the Suns are going to be a great buyout spot for a lot of teams, for a lot of players. I mean, and like that's the one place. Like if you want to get minutes, like that's the one place you go. I just don't think there are many guys jumping at the chance to play with CP3. Maybe not at this age. Yeah. Nets went from finals contender to Ben Simmons. Yeah. Aiden will get less touches, but KD will get 30 easily as well. I don't know. Oh, they're going to be tough, no doubt. I just don't know if I just don't know. I just think that there's too many question marks, too many liabilities. Lakers used one of the Nuggets seconds to get Mo Bamba, yeah, which was great. Nets are low-key a top 4 team still in the East. Best defense in the league. Spencer, Cam, Bridges can all give you 25-9. They're going to be really interesting. Cam, Jeffrey, Jordan. Yeah, Thomas, seriously. The Suns is more like Dallas with Irving. Scary on paper, but probably won't win a chip. I don't know how well that's going to play out. He does. Guaranteed he can start shooting again. Seriously, it must be the wind or something. Something's going on with that. People need to stop with the Jeannie slander. She won a title a little after taking control, and she spent $125 million plus on 3 superstar players. Yeah, she's done what she's had to do. Kawhi would go to the East again if he can't win in the West because KD on the Suns is crazy offense. It is. New roster has potential. I really like it. How many more games left to go? What, 26? We got 26 more games. I think we can go like 27-9, 26-10, somewhere around there. We have almost half a roster worth of new players that need to build chemistry with less than 30 games. This is going to be interesting. I think it'll be okay. Like it is going to be. There is a lot of question marks, but I think it'll be okay. We're always saying we have easy games against so and so, and then those teams we play down to and lose. Well, good teams we play our best and still lose. Yeah, I'm hoping with this roster now we can have less of that. Old roster beat Grizzlies. Why not this one? That looks better. I really like this. I really like this roster. Not to mention being a father of 5. Yes, not to mention being a father of 5. You and Trevor Lane are both exhausted. Y'all been working hard, and you're the only ones we watch. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, no, Trevor Lane's been all over the place too. I get all like the little notifications that he's been on. I mean, it's our Christmas, right? This is what it's about. I didn't have this channel last deadline. Sorry, I can't, dude. I'm like frying here. The last deadline, trying to hang on here, but I feel like I'm almost to the end of the chat, so I'm just trying to get through it. Terrence Ross, I would love Terrence Ross. I just want to say I look a lot of heat from Laker fans who hated my idea of going after Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen would have been nice. D'Lo is a smaller Paul George, honestly. He's just never used correctly. Been following him since Monteverde's days. Yeah, dude, I love D'Lo. I love it. I was so happy when the Lakers drafted him. It's just if he didn't snitch, like. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, Nick Young handled that way better than I would have. He would have had to see me. we would have had some words for sure. But hey, like and subscribe. Tyler puts in the time. Thank you so much, Speedy. Yes, if for whatever reason anybody here is watching this and you're not subscribed and you haven't hit that like button, please take a quick second, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm almost 10K. I'm really trying to get 10K. That'd be awesome. I'm approaching my 8th month with this channel. It feels a lot longer, but in a good way, not in a bad way. But yeah, I haven't. It's been. I was checking like my most recent or my first uploads, and I was like, oh man, that was only 7 months ago. Like, I was like, it's crazy to think about. So yeah, had a big takeoff, big boom. Yeah, Aldridge, Brandon Roy. Man, what could have been? What could have been? Who B. Roy is. So many casuals in today's fan world. Yeah. Dude, what could if those two would have like been healthy, imagine how good they would have been. Greg Oden, Aldridge, Brandon Roy. Whoo, man. They probably would have been the Warriors dynasty before the Warriors dynasty. The last question. What is your starting 5? It's got to be. I still like what I mentioned earlier. D'Lo, probably Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD. But I would want to swap Rui with Vanderbilt to close. So then you close with D'Lo, Reeves, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and AD. That's how I would do it. I love D'Lo, but that should never happen. Facts. He's gotta like, yeah, man. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. I was in another channel. where a LeBron fan said he didn't start watching until 2011, and he kept dissing Kobe. Like, bro, you missed most of his career facts. Like, yeah, seriously, what? People are funny. They all people are. But I got to the end of the stream. I'm gonna get on out of here, everyone. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, again, on your way out, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Takes a quick second. I need 2 subscribers away to get to 8870. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure there are 2 of you that are watching right now that aren't subscribed, if not more. But yeah, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button on the way out, hit that like button. We'll talk some more stuff tomorrow. I got to do we'll do the Lakers show live stream tomorrow. We'll probably do it earlier than I usually do, because me and Jake can break down all this stuff. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.